Hi Aquarius, thank you so much for watching. I'm so sorry for the delay, and welcome to my new subscribers. Thanks for being here and being a part of my family, my virtual family. I appreciate you watching and tuning in. I'm not going to spend too much time before the reading. Something's on pause. I think that came up in y'all's last reading. I could be wrong. Anyway, there's a lot going on, so I hope you're being kind to yourself and patient with yourself during this healing process with all these retrogrades. Jupiter and Saturn are still retrograde, as well as Pluto. Neptune is not retrograde, Mercury is not retrograde, and there's Jupiter, Saturn, Pluto, Mercury, Neptune, and now Chiron, an asteroid, is retrograde as well. Hey! My little cousin's out here. She'll probably be making her way into the camera really soon. Anyway, so there's a lot of healing taking place, deep healing, deep emotions, spiritual aspects of healing in every sense of the way, actually. So I hope for that reason you are being kind to yourself and others and patient with yourself during this process and just addressing any emotions that come up. This is going to be the relationship spread, and then I think I'm going to retire this spread for a little while, or I may do it with the additional readings that I do on Patreon. I didn't make that, well, if you watch that video, not many people did, but if you watch that announcement video that I made, I am now on Patreon, where you can subscribe to additional content as well as extended readings. The first tier will always have access to all extended readings for all signs. You'll also get additional monthly and possibly weekly readings, as well as I think I'm going to add some Reiki discounts, and as well as discounts for personal readings. So all of that is there. I don't have any of my bracelets on. I'm setting up an Etsy shop for my jewelry and rollerballs and the rest of my products, yoni steams and things like that. So be on the lookout in the description box for updates, and I'll try to make videos or posts to update you guys as well. So let's go ahead and get into your reading. Left side is you, right side is your person. However, it can flip-flop. You can be on the left side. You can be on the right side. Your person can be on the left side. This can be any relationship in your life, including the relationship you have with yourself. It can also be past, present, or future energy, or a mixture of all three. We all have masculine and feminine energy, so the gender of the card really doesn't matter. It's just the energy of the card. And if I mention the sign and it doesn't apply to any person in your life, that particular sign, if you don't know if they have it in their chart, or if you have it in your chart, then it's just the energy of the card. It doesn't mean that it's, you know, that person has to have that sign or somewhere in their chart, which we all have the signs somewhere, all 12 signs somewhere in our chart. However, you know, if you're dealing with a Pisces and I say Pisces, cool. If you're not dealing with a Pisces and I say Pisces, it's probably just the energy of Pisces. And there's a lot of Piscean energy going on right now. Well, I won't say a lot, but Neptune is in Pisces and it's retrograde, so that's enough. All right, let's go ahead and get into your reading. Two shuffles for Aquarius, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, and Jupiter. I got pre-shuffled pretty good. We'll look at the emotional, mental, and behavior of you and your person, as well as the relationship situation, the likely outcome, and the overall theme of the reading. Overall, we have the Page of Pentacles in reverse, so there's a lack of progress or no progress, or I would say slow progress or no progress. Probably more than likely no progress being made, no effort, no investment being put forth into this connection. This also represents releasing pride with the Five of Swords. This is Aquarius energy, if I'm not mistaken. If not, it's air, Libra, Gemini. But this is earth energy, Capricorn, Taurus, or Virgo. It's probably a new situation, or either the lack of progress is new, like all of a sudden there's no progress or no effort being put in. But this is the overall theme of the reading. So maybe the situation, the reason you're watching this video is because you notice there is a lack of progress or things seem stagnant. But keep in mind, everybody's going through their own transformations right now. So, sorry, the wind's blowing like crazy. I don't want my cars to fly away. So, dang. It's blowing super hard. So anyway, with this lack of progress, keep in mind that we are all individually dealing with our own issues. So that makes a lot of sense that there may not be a lot of progress in relationships or intimate relationships, because people have to work on themselves right now. So there's probably there's probably stagnancy because, you know, you got to work on yourself, they need to work on themselves, or, you know, many other reasons. Anyway, the Five of Swords represents releasing pride or accepting defeat, accepting a loss. Maybe you feel like this relationship is over, or that you realize that it's not going anywhere right now, and you just have accepted it. One or both of you have accepted it, have mentally decided to just kind of give it a rest, or either stop thinking about it, or to stop engaging in this before it leads to loss or destruction. There probably was some type of conflict or mental conflict. Probably mental conflict about backing away from this, having trouble with accepting defeat, maybe feeling like a loser, or feeling like there was a loss or something, when it's not really a loss. It's just backing away from something that wasn't going well anyway. It was probably a no-win situation, and you are actually winning by walking away. So some of you probably had a tough time, or one of you is maybe currently having a tough time releasing pride and walking away from this situation and accepting defeat. You probably are still thinking about, this is your mental space, you probably still think about investing some type of time, energy, and effort into it. But I think at some point you realize it's not going anywhere. Maybe you have been making wise investments with your time, energy, effort, or money. This could also be a business relationship. But this is about making wise investments. It's about determination and progress. And it could be slow progress because this is a slow moving night. However, it is about action and putting forth some type of energy into, or some type of investment, investing some type of energy into whatever it is that you want. And since it is facing the left side, it very well probably is you wanted to invest and continue to invest into this relationship. The relationship situation, being the Five of Swords, is probably telling you that you need to go ahead and back away and release your pride and accept defeat. But I think you probably are still trying to invest or put some type of effort into this situation. You want to manifest something here. Your creative focus and power is probably on point. You probably are feeling very creative, or very focused, or very goal driven, or goal oriented, and thinking about what you want to manifest. This is another card that represents your energy. Uranus is the planet, and that's your ruling planet. So this could be Aquarius energy. I think in your heart space, you just want to manifest a connection that makes you happy. And yeah, we have the Two of Cups here. This is a partnership that is probably very harmonious and ordinarily very balanced, but right now it's kind of on hold. We have the Hangman at the bottom of the deck. It's gone now, but the Moon is there. So some of you could be having a lot of fears about walking away from this connection because you realize that it's a soul connection. You realize that it has the potential to be very strong and balanced. And this is your behavior. This could also represent self-love. You could be putting in effort towards self-love instead of this connection, but it looks like probably more than likely you want to put some type of effort into this situation. But the Two of Cups is here, so that lets me know that, like I said, it is a soulmate connection. It has a lot of potential to be harmonious, but we'll continue digging and see what's going on. So your person is thinking about what your person is thinking about. This is Virgo energy with the Hermit card. I think they're doing some introspection, seeking higher learning, probably either seeking advice or just trying to like either question themselves or going within to find the answers that they need. This represents like being on some type of journey. They could be embarking on their spiritual path or some other type of metaphorical journey. You could be trying to offer some type of assistance or advice, but this is probably something that they need to do alone. This could also represent an artist or a writer. So this person, if they're really creative or artistic, they may just be in hermit mode, trying to process their emotions and trying to also channel their energy into art. This person is waiting in their heart space. I think they're waiting on the right opportunity or the right time to either act on something, or waiting on the efforts of their how do I want to say this, waiting on their I hate using waiting for their ships to come in, because it's not really, it's kind of vague, but everybody says that, and it's like, what the fuck does that really mean, right? Waiting on if you've had some type of plan, like the Two of Wands is about planning and putting your plan into motion. Sorry about that interruption. My phone overheated and stopped recording. So this person is waiting, I think waiting on the right opportunity to either act on something or waiting to take action. I think that they either subconsciously or consciously know that this situation is on pause. There is some type of stagnancy here. And I think this person is just waiting, not acting. They're waiting to see some type of progress from their efforts or from something. And it could be that, you know, that they won't see any progress right now. Like, because the Pentacles is the slowest of the deck. It's the earth energy. So it's the fruit on the tree. So when you plant that seed, it's the last thing that comes into fruition is the fruit or the leaves or whatever, whatever type of tree it is. You know, this person is waiting to see the efforts sprout. And that's probably why I think this person is probably in a place, if this is your side or if this is your person, whoever this side is, this person is more likely in a place where they can accept that this situation is not moving forward right now, and they're probably trying to do other things to keep I don't want to say to keep themselves distracted, just to keep themselves going so that this situation doesn't consume them. And then the Eight of Wands in reverse is their behavior. So that, again, not taking action, waiting to take action. This person is probably either, like I said, either consciously or subconscious. I feel like it's probably more so subconscious. They're just waiting. They're not making any moves right now. There's probably little or no communication. Mercury is retrograde right now. This person may be conscious of that. So they may be, waiting until Mercury is out of retrograde. This could also represent travel. So maybe this person wants to come see you. The Wands can also represent communication. So maybe this person is waiting for the right moment, for the right time, or waiting until they come out of hermit mode and they feel more balanced to contact you or to come see you. Now, I went ahead and pulled my clarification spread while my phone was cooling off. And I didn't realize I pulled two cards, but we have a Five of Wands and a High Priestess. So, okay, I think some of you are, because when I first pulled this, I saw the High Priestess with the Page of Pentacles. And then what came to me was, whatever this stagnancy is, listen to your intuition or pay attention to your dreams. Whatever your higher self is telling you that this situation is about, like deep down inside, I feel like this is nothing to worry about, or you already know what it's about. I think you also are having some internal struggles with the Five of Wands, having some issues with listening to your intuition, having some internal struggle dealing with your own emotions about this situation. And keep in mind that emotions are very necessary. However, they can distract you from your intuition. How you feel about a person or a situation can distract you from what's necessary. Because if you know that this is a situation that needs to be on pause right now, but you really, really, really want to continue to offer your love and offer some type of emotional support or some type of emotional investment or time or energy or effort into this situation with the Queen of Cups, following your heart because you know that this is a soulmate connection and you really, you feel the potential or whatever. But if your higher self is telling you to back off right now and not do anything, like not put forth any effort into this, I think you are struggling with that. You're having a hard time accepting that and listening to your intuition. Like I said, the Eight of Cups is here with the Five of Swords. The relationship situation, again, accepting defeat, accepting a loss, understanding I took this L, you know what I'm saying? Like it didn't work out the way I wanted it to. Accepting the defeat, releasing your pride and not holding on to that, or walking away from things that don't emotionally serve you. That's the relationship situation. I think some of you are struggling with this. Some of you, your higher self has already made you aware of what's going on and what you need to do, that you do need to, accept the defeat and walk away from it. But I think this is probably coming from your ego. And as you go through this healing and these transformations and this healing over the course of the period of these retrogrades, I think Pluto's in retrograde until October. But a lot of these retrogrades are going to be lasting until well into damn near the end of the year, right? Up until, I think the last one is either October or November when it goes direct. Mercury will go direct at the end of July. I think August, Uranus goes retrograde as well. So there's going to be a lot of shifts, and it's like as soon as one energy settles, another one picks up. So there's a lot of up and down, up and down, up and down, a lot of frequency changes. So like I said, be kind and gentle with yourself and this person, but also listen to the guidance of your higher self, because that's going to make this ride a whole lot easier. And excuse me, this internal struggle will kind of slowly diminish as, you know, time passes and you realize there's nothing to be freaking out over. But I think this is all about you wanting to follow your heart, you being intuitive and spiritual, but also very loving and warm-hearted and generous, and just wanting to offer something and offer some type of either support or trying to continue to nurture this situation. We have the Ace of Cups with the Magician. You want to manifest a new beginning with love, with compassion, a new start with creativity, or with something that makes you very happy or that brings you a lot of emotional fulfillment or joy, because this is all about overabundance of the emotions, and it's a new beginning. Both of these are ones, so you really, really, really want a new beginning here, but deep down inside, you know that it's time to kind of leave emotional baggage behind and walk away from things that aren't fulfilling you. This person may not be good for you. This person may be in your life to teach you a lesson. And that may be the type of soulmate that they are, but I think you really want a new beginning in love. And I don't think that it necessarily has anything to do with this person. I think you just want to have someone that you can give love to and receive love from, which is not a bad thing, but also listen to your intuition, because the longer you stay in a place where you're not able to walk away from this, you're not able to walk towards what you truly want. We have the Fool here with the Two of Cups. So I think this is a risky situation. It also represents a new beginning. You appear to be, you appear to desire a new beginning, or to be in a place where you're ready to take a chance with this person in this soulmate connection, or to at least try to find balance. But again, like, all of this looks good, but with this being the relationship situation, it just lets me know that it's something that you probably need to walk away from. But like I said, once we get to advice and the extended reading, you can get more pieces of the puzzle and decipher for yourself what the message is. But again, listen to your higher self, listen to the guidance of your intuition, because it's just going to apply differently for different groups of you. This may be a situation that's just on pause right now, but maybe there will be a new beginning that comes after this phase is complete. But for right now, looks like there's somebody needs to release some pride and walk away from something that's no longer serving them. And that does not necessarily mean that is this relationship. It could be an aspect of yourself, or an aspect of something in the past that happened that you're holding on to, that you need to release or let go of, because it may be keeping you stagnant. It's getting crazy out here. I gotta cover up my, oh my. So I think that whatever this is that you're holding on to that needs to be released, it could be emotional baggage. It could be something that's keeping you from beginning a new, or having a new beginning in this connection. I hope y'all can hear me okay with the wind. So it's something that's keeping you from having happiness and growth. The sun card just flipped over. But it could be something that you need to heal from. It could be fear. It could be many things for many groups of you, and you'll just have to figure out what that is. But instead of continuing to nurture this situation, it's best to go within and figure out what this is. So this could represent an imbalance of the partnership with the Two of Wands and the Hermit. One or both of you, or this could be all you, again, Aquarius, could be going into hermit mode, trying to figure out where this imbalance is coming from, trying to figure out what is causing it. This could also represent miscommunication in the mental space. This person is probably thinking about either how they contributed to the miscommunication. They could also be trying to figure out, some of them could be trying to figure out how you, or like weighing both sides. But with the Hermit card here, I want to say that this person is doing introspection and asking themselves questions, not trying to place blame on you, but trying to really get down to the bottom of their own role in this situation. But again, it can represent stubbornness and pride. So this could be you too, Aquarius. Like, this could be you. This could be both sides could be you releasing pride. This is all about stubbornness and pride. It's also miscommunications. It's a breakdown in a partnership or an ending of a partnership. And this person, if it's a partnership that ended, I think this person is going within to try to figure out what went wrong. This could also be failed plans, or plans that weren't ineffective plans, or delays of travel or communication. It can also show someone, a partner being, or someone in the relationship, in some type of relationship, any kind of relationship, being unreliable. So yeah, this person, I think, is just probably waiting for guidance also, because they're in hermit mode, probably waiting to hear from their own intuition as well. Or again, if this is all you, this is probably you, Aquarius. The Nine of Swords is here with the Three of Swords. So this person is waiting to see some type of results, but they're having a lot of anxiety while they wait. They're being tormented by fears. They probably are feeling like this new beginning is not coming, or it's not coming fast enough. Again, this feels like it's you on both sides for a lot of you. This very well could be your person. But I think in your heart you want this so bad, but you're getting so frustrated. But both of you may want this, but it looks like you're getting so frustrated and having a lot of anxiety about whether or not it's coming, and just having trouble being patient is what I'm getting. Because things do seem stagnant. There's no action or communication. And then we have the Knight of Cups in the reverse. So no love being offered, possibly given or received, or there's all talk and no action, or someone's either just being lazy, not putting forth any effort at all, or being unrealistic in their methods. This is also the Knight of Cups is someone who will make empty promises, or say they'll do something and not come through, not follow through. It could also be like a false relationship. It could be drug or alcohol abuse. So this person could be kind of like drowning in their sorrows, or drinking their problems away, or doing some other drugs or other vices. No judgment. Whatever you do is your business. However, with there being no action taken, and there being, kind of a hold or delay, this person is probably either like living in a daze, almost like lackadaisical. Am I saying that right? I'm probably mispronouncing that. But this could be empty promises, all talk, no action, or just someone who has problems with communicating or being intimate. But I think it's just simply like not offering any love, or not making any moves, not doing anything. It feels like there's a major pause, and the Hangman being at the bottom of the deck at the beginning of the spread is no coincidence, because I see pauses and delays all over this reading. Okay, let's get your advice from the Starman Tarot deck. 3 shuffles and 3 cards, please. One more, because I didn't like that first one. All right, 3 cards of advice. The Wheel of Fortune in reverse, the Queen of Cups in reverse, and the Nine of Swords in reverse. All right. And this is the Wheel of Life in this deck, forgive me. So with it being in the reverse position, it says here, do not start a new project. Relax and be patient. Look into your patterns. Where are you blocked? Understand change is inevitable. Learn to ride the waves. Absolutely. I think some of you are trying to continue to manifest this new beginning, but it's not time now. You need to just accept that it's time to drop this and walk away. Figure out where the figure out, like, I think this is you. Like, you do need to go over here and figure out, I might even switch up this spread and say like what you're doing and what you should be doing, because a lot of the times that's what it feels like in the readings, like this is your ego and this is your intuition, or vice versa. But I think this is telling you not to try to start something new, but figure out why it's not flowing, and just pay attention and ride the waves, have fun and enjoy life. But go within and figure out where this imbalance or where the delay is being caused, where you aren't planning correctly, or where you are missing the mark with making your plans, or executing your plan, or where your actions, like whatever pattern is occurring. Like if this is something that keeps happening to you, or you keep ending up with the same type of people or in the same type of relationship, same relationship, different person, you need to, hey, Chiron, Pluto, Jupiter, Saturn, Neptune, they all are going to dig up all of those feelings and all of those patterns and everything that's keeping you stagnant. It's going to dig all of that shit up. So it's not the time to start anything new right now. It's the time to go within and to reassess yourself and to internalize things and go within and figure out where you're screwing up at, basically. And we have the Queen of Cups in reverse. So this is you trying to follow your heart and nurture this situation and offer love and offer emotional support to this person that's in the reverse for your advice. Emotional overwhelm dragging you down, feeling easily distracted, revisiting bittersweet moments which require deeper insight to uncover the source. So I think this is you needing to revisit your feelings, that anything that you are feeling, not being so overwhelmed by your desire to give and receive love, and just kind of dissecting those feelings. And like this hermit is gonna be asking themselves questions like, okay, where is this coming from? Why do I want to do this? Why is it so prominent? Why am I so, like, if you really are so desperate to offer love into this new situation, you're so ready to take this leap of faith into this new situation or this connection, or start a new connection with love with this person, why are you so adamant about it? I think that may be a sign that you really just want love, but you may be lacking you may be failing to give yourself love, and that may be why you need to just kind of reassess what you're feeling. And any unpleasant emotions that come up, also just analyze them, and don't beat yourself up about it. Then we have the Nine of Swords. We have the Nine of Swords over here as well. So we got, the Wheel of Fortune didn't come up, but the Queen of Cups came up, and the Nine of Swords is already over here too. And these are all in the reverse. So being controlled by fear and worry. Use tools like visualization and journaling to work through issues. Challenge yourself with powerful questions. Did not just say ask yourself questions. Ask yourself questions about your emotions. Journal. Do things that offer you self-care. Like if you find yourself wanting to receive love so desperately that you are giving it to someone where you know damn well you shouldn't be, then you obviously need it, and you need to practice self-love. And I think this is just telling you to take a couple steps back, reevaluate what's not working. Don't overwhelm yourself with the emotions. When you look back on the past and you analyze how you got to certain situations, don't beat yourself up or torment yourself by reliving everything that you feel so fearful or afraid or worried about. Just analyze where all of this is coming from and ask yourself questions. And while you're waiting, if this is you, especially if this is you too, or if it's your person, while you're waiting on things to change, just do some work. You know what I'm saying? The Hangman is all about detaching and releasing things and letting go. And I feel like that really is the main theme of this reading. Needing to detach and let go and allow things to unfold naturally, and just sacrificing control and allowing things to unfold, and waiting on the enlightenment of your higher self to come to you, waiting on that intuition to show up and guide you to take your next step, but not having fear and worry while you're doing that, working, doing other things while you wait, not just waiting around. So let's get the likely outcome for you. 3 cards, please. 3 cards for the likely outcome for Aquarius, and then in the extended reading, I will pull a couple more questions. I'll ask a couple more questions, like what's likely to happen in the near future. Pull some oracle cards. And the likely outcome with the Kipper deck as well. 2 more shuffles for The likely outcome, 3 cards, please. Okay. So like I said, somebody's probably drinking their sorrows away, or using some type of other celebration ritual or practice, like drinking or drugs or something. There's overindulgence, probably neglecting your responsibilities, either partying too much, going out too much, like neglecting your responsibilities, or not taking care of yourself. Like this is either overspending, overindulgence, lack of sleep, like needing relaxation and needing quiet time. So I think this is just emotional exhaustion, because that is emotional energy with the cups, and the Queen of Cups is here. And I think some of you are emotionally overwhelmed because you are emptying yourself, and I think this is just telling you that you're drained. You're ready to manifest a connection that's going to keep you full, but you need to realize you have to keep yourself full. And I think you're emptying yourself and you're drained, and you really just need time to tend to yourself. This is also distancing yourself from friends, or you're needing to pay attention to your health. There may be some health issues that are coming up, and it could also be your emotional health, your energetic health. It doesn't have to be just your physical body. This is Cancer energy. It also represents perceived lack of support. You may be feeling like your friends are not around to help you, but keep in mind, everybody's going through these transformations. Everybody's going through these changes. So it may not be that your friends are not around to help you. It may just be that they're going through their own shit and they're trying to get through the best they can as well. But definitely pay attention to your health. Rest when you need it, and don't keep giving to a situation that's not going to keep you full, because you're going to empty yourself. There may be some lack of clarity or no communication for right now. This can also just represent sudden changes or irritability. I think this is just you having a little bit of frustration in the mental space, as you don't understand how things are going. It could represent arguments, but I don't. The only way I see this being an argument is if you continue to be persistent about trying to offer love, or continue to nurture this situation when you shouldn't. I think it's gonna blow up in your face, and there may be arguments. There may be some type of quarrel or disagreement, but this is representing a lack of progress, stagnancy. Again, right now, nothing's moving forward. You won't complete a chapter or a phase or a level until it's like if you're playing a video game, you have all these missions to do, or you have a certain amount of goals to hit before you can advance to the next level. You're not going to advance if you don't do the work that's required. And this is representing either lack of self-control or scattered energy, or it just represents a delay. I think this does represent your energy, you being unfocused, not worried about the right things, like having your mental energy and your emotional energy going towards things that are draining you or not providing you with clarity, and it's causing you a lack of progress. This is the delay. It's also a need to pay attention to details, but it can also show arrogance. So I think some of you are arrogantly going about this, feeling like you're not in the wrong at all, and not realizing where you're contributing to your own patterns and your own mistakes. So Aquarius, my best advice would be to definitely follow the advice of the reading, because what I had already said basically came out in these cards. Just continue to give yourself self-love and do things that put you in a quiet or meditative, peaceful state, so that you can hear and receive the guidance from your intuition more clearly. And any emotions that you have that make you feel overwhelmed or cause you some type of disruption to your mental or emotional space, or to kind of throw you off, or prove to be a distraction, try to dismiss it or release it immediately. Go meditate or do things that put you in a meditative state, so that you can clear this energy and focus on self-care. Do things that make you feel creative and lighthearted, and like I said, just focus on self-care as best that you can, and give yourself the love that you're hoping to receive from someone else. I'm going to continue this spread in the extended reading. So thanks for watching. Please like and comment and subscribe if it resonated. If you want to book a personal reading or join my Patreon, the information is in the description. I'm always accepting donations, and I am taking personal readings right now. I'm taking a break from social media, but you can still follow me there and book directly from my page. And until next time, peace, love, and light. Bye, Aquarius.